Oh, hello there. Hi, everybody. This is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? Are you happy today? I really hope so. Oh, did you see what I was trying to do there? I was trying to do some skipping, but I am absolutely useless at it. I really am. So here we go then. It is the live stream, and I'm trying to get my phone working. There we go. So I can see the live chat. Ooh, isn't this exciting? So here we go. I hope you are okay today, and I hope you are feeling super duper as we set up today's live stream. So just give me a few moments whilst I sort that out, because sometimes it takes a while to arrange. So let me just get comfortable here. Wow, it's so hot already. Already I am absolutely boiling hot. So we have some people on the live chat. Hello to everyone who has joined me so far. And yes, I am out in the garden today doing something a little different today. Something different for a change. I thought I would come outside. I wasn't going to do a live stream today, but because on Sunday, next Sunday, I won't be here live because we have a special guest coming to stay tomorrow. So at the moment, my studio has actually disappeared. So I can't do any broadcasting from my studio because now it has been turned into accommodation for our special guest. So that's what we will be doing this week. So no live stream on Sunday. However, there is some exciting news because there will be a new full English lesson. I have decided to make some more full English lessons. So there will be a new one published on Sunday. So that is the Sunday that is coming right now. There will be a new full English lesson. So I hope you will enjoy that. I have been busy in the garden doing lots of filming this week. Some super duper bits and pieces for you to enjoy on Sunday. But meanwhile, here we are on Wednesday afternoon. It is just 6 minutes past 1 o'clock in the afternoon here in the UK, and it's myself, Mr. Duncan. If you are watching for the first time and you have no idea who I am, you are probably thinking, who is that strange man? Well, my name is Duncan and I teach English on YouTube. I've been doing it for over 13 years. And here I am now live, and we normally meet live every Sunday between 2 and 4 UK time. So thank you very much to Lolly. Hello, Lolly. Bonjour to you. Hello to you. I might have to take my trousers off. I've just realised my legs are in the direct sunlight and already they are red hot. So I might have to remove my trousers. So I hope you don't mind that. Kaiba is here. Hello, Kaiba. Also to you, Vien, who is watching in Vietnam. Hello to you. Grace Chin is here as well. Hello, Grace. Nice to see you here. I'm so glad that you have decided to grace my live stream. Oh, did you see that? Yes, I managed to include an idiom there. So if you grace something, it means you make an appearance. You grace someone. You give them the honour of having your presence. So thank you for gracing my live stream today. Alamgir says, hello everyone. Hello Alamgir, nice to see you today. Yes, it's very, very sunny. We've had a lovely heat wave this week, for which I am very grateful because it gave me a good opportunity to go outside to do some filming for my new full English lessons. Oh, hello to TS. Hi TS, nice to see you back. I have missed a couple of your live lessons. Well, don't worry, you can always watch them again because they are kept on YouTube forever. Jordow is here. Hello, Jordow. Nice to see you. Palmyra. Hello to see all the classmates here again. So I hope the time that I've decided to do my broadcast is convenient for most of you, because I know in some countries it's still very early in the morning, and in other countries it is very late at night. So I always try my best to choose a good time to come on so it is suitable for everyone, regardless of where you are watching in the world. I can hear the sound of a dog. Really? The only sound I can hear at the moment is the sound of the birds. There is a pigeon behind me, getting very excited because it's looking for a female to mate with. Ooh, shocking. Mustafa is here. Hello, Mustafa. Also, Omar is here. Thank you also to Chinbui. Hello to you. Pasquale. Hello, Pasquale. Nice to see you as well. Where are you watching at the moment? Also, we have Jessica. Hello, Jessica. Watching on the live stream as well. Anna is here. Thank you very much for joining in. Oh, what a beautiful day. Yes, it is. It's rather nice today, I must say. The garden is looking rather nice. Steve has been very busy this week tidying the garden because we have a special guest coming to stay for a few days. And that is one of the reasons why there is no live stream this Sunday. But I thought instead I would do a lovely live stream today. Yeah! Sarge is here. Hello, Sarge. Anna. Also, Marcello. Hello, Marcello. Hello to, let's have a look. Mr. Harry. Hello, Mr. Harry. Mr. Harry Singh is here. Where are you watching? I'm always interested to find out where people are watching, because the information can be very useful when I am using my live stream. I have just broke my fast. Yes, of course. Many people at the moment are observing the fasting season or the fasting festival. Hello to Maloka. Hello, Mr. Duncan from Egypt. Thank you very much. Anna says, I like your glasses. They are very funny. Well, these are my sunglasses, but if I take them off, you will see there is another pair of glasses underneath. Ah, that's better. I don't think I need the sunglasses because I'm in the shade here, even though my legs are actually in the sun. So below my waist, the sun is actually shining on my legs and it's very hot. Hello to Mr. Duncan. I hope you are okay. Thank you, Lu Huang, for that. Alessandro is here. Hello, Mr. Duncan. It is beautiful to see you. Thanks a lot for that. Yes, it's very nice here today. I hope the weather where you are is also okay as well. Now, I'm hoping that we will get some birds coming down to feed behind me. So I tell you what I'm going to do. Whilst the helicopter flies over my head, I am going to put some food on the bird feeder. So I have some food right here. Wow. Thank you, Mr. Helicopter, for flying right over my head. Did you hear that? I would imagine it sounds as if it's actually flying over your house, because it was very low, very low. So I have some food here. I have some sunflower hearts. Can you see? So I have some sunflower hearts, and also I have some peanuts as well. So I'm going to put some of these on the bird feeder to see if I can tempt some of the birds into the garden whilst I'm talking to you. So let's have a look, shall we? Come on, birds. Come on, I've got some lovely juicy nuts for you. And now, some peanuts. Of course, I know what will happen now. All the pigeons will come down and they will eat all of the food because they are very greedy birds. I don't know if you've noticed, but pigeons are very greedy. They can eat a lot of food in a very short time. Hello, Mr. Duncan. How are you doing today? Hello, Baba. Nice to see you as well. Also, Suad is here. Alangia is here as well. Also, are you feeding the birds every day? Asks Lolly. Yes, I always feed the birds every day because at the moment, many of the birds are breeding and nesting. So they are feeding themselves, but they are also feeding their chicks. So some of the birds, some of the chicks have already hatched out. So that's the reason why my bird feeder is often busy. Although at the moment I think the birds are being very shy because I'm outside. And sometimes they can be very shy. Mr. Duncan, I hope you reach 1 million subscribers. Well, at the moment, it's not looking very likely. But at least I tried. Hello to Palmyra, who asks, that building behind you, is that a conservatory? Yes. Just behind me you can see there is something called a conservatory. It is a building quite often made of glass, and normally it is attached to the house. So you can walk out of the house and still be undercover, but you can enjoy all of the sunlight. And of course you can open the windows as well, and so you can sit indoors, but you can still have the sunlight, you can still enjoy the views, and you can still hear all of nature as well. So yes, the building behind you, or building behind me, should I say, is a conservatory. A very strange name. Now, in the past, I think people used to put plants and flowers and they would grow things in the conservatory. But nowadays, most people just use it as an extension to their house. So there. Conservatory. Perhaps that's a new word. Maybe you've never heard that word before. Mr. Duncan is one of my favourite teachers, Atif Khan. Hello to you. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. Isn't that nice? Bulgaria is here. Hello, Bulgaria. Nice to see you as well. During the month of May, I have been encouraging people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. James is here. Hello, James. James Peng, watching in Taiwan. Nice to see you. Hello to you. A big special hi to Taiwan. I have a friend who lives in Taiwan called Benjamin. Hello from Poland. We have Ludzka, who is watching from Poland. Maloka says, I have finished my last exam today. Please wish me luck. Well, I hope you do well, or I hope you did well, because of now it's the past tense. So because you have already done your exams, you've already taken them, we use past tense. So I have finished my last exam. Please wish me good luck. So I hope you did well. I hope you get a high score. Hello, Mr. Duncan. Nice to see you. How can I get your accent? Well, I suppose you can listen, you can copy, you can mimic, you can repeat certain words. But you don't have to sound like me. You can sound like anyone. In fact, I always say it's better if you sound like the person that you feel the most comfortable with. That's what I say anyway. Adnan, hello from Algeria. Hello, Algeria. Nice to see you here. Excuse me. I think some people are cutting their grass, so the grass is actually going up my nose. Why don't the birds come down to feed? I don't know why. Maybe they're feeling a little shy. But there are some birds flying over my head. I think the reason is because I'm here. Maybe that's the reason why. Maybe the birds are very shy. Thank you from Algeria. We love you. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. It's very funny that in Russian, conservatory is a word for a place where you go to learn music. Ah, yes. Well, here we call it a conservatoire. So conservatoire is normally a place where you go to learn music. Yes, a conservatoire. But this behind me is a conservatory. Conservatory. Mr. Duncan, can you speak a little bit faster for at least a minute? Well, the problem is if I speak too quickly, people won't be able to understand what I'm saying, and then they'll go, oh, I can't listen to Mr. Duncan because he's talking too quickly. You see? So if I talk too quickly, people will stop listening because they might have difficulty understanding what I'm saying. But in my normal life, this is how fast I normally speak. Sometimes it is best to speak steadily and slowly so people can understand. Palmyra says, my relatives have it in the UK and I learnt that strange name of it. Oh, do you mean a conservatory? I think so. So yes, I can speak quickly if I want to. I can read things out very fast. So, for example, hello, Mr. Duncan and everyone. I'm happy to see you again. Mr. Duncan, how's it going? Did you understand that? I could understand you. Actually, I speak faster. Oh, that's good. Well, everyone is different. No one is the same. And that is why the world is such an interesting place. Also in Italy, conservatory is a place where you learn to play music. Yes, I think the word comes from French. I think it comes from the French language. So conservatoire, conservatory, conservatorio. So these are places where you learn music or learn about music, the technical things connected to music. Hello also to Blue Thunder. Hello, Blue Thunder. It's nice to see you here today. I understand that you've had some difficulties with your internet connection. So I hope today you can hear me all right. I hope you can hear me okay. My nose is slightly blocked up today because I'm suffering from hay fever again. Hello from Germany, where the weather is great too. Ooh, that's nice. Helena Blair. Nice to hear you and see you on the live chat. Oh, how I love the live lessons. It's just as if you are talking directly to me and staring right at me. Fortunately, I can't see you. Actually, the reason why I've reached that level is because of you, Mr. Duncan. Oh, I see. So Maloka can now speak very quickly because of listening and mimicking from my lessons. Oh, that's very kind of you to say so. I'm always pleased to find out that my lessons have been helpful to you because that's the reason why I do it, to be honest. Conservatory. Veranda. Oh yes, there is also veranda. Now, veranda is normally just something that covers the top. So normally, veranda is a thing that just covers above your head. So quite often you will find that a veranda, it will be open around you, and above your head there will be a roof. Veranda. That's an interesting word. It sounds Italian. A rare man, Mr. Duncan, please can you visit Pakistan? Who knows? Can I just let you in on a secret? In a few weeks, Mr. Steve and myself are going on another trip. Yes. Now, these are not holidays that we've paid for. These are actually free holidays that we've been given as prizes. Can you believe it? So Mr. Steve has been working very hard during the past year, and his company has given him 2 prizes, 2 holidays. And guess what? I can go with him as well. Isn't that nice? Yeah. So that is what I am doing in a few weeks, going on Mr. Steve's little holiday. I am joining him. But where will we be? That is the question. Where in the world will we be? Who knows? Mr. Duncan, what is the difference between the prepositions into and the 2 words into? Well, we often use into when we talk about something going from one place into another. So into. But if we ask a person if they are into something, then in and to will be separated. Are you into jazz? Hello, what is your favourite English literature? Wow, or literature you would recommend to read? Do you know Adrian Mole? Of course I do. A very famous character, many books, and it's all about a teenage boy coping with something called puberty. Ugh. I remember puberty. It's a horrible period of time. It's when your body starts to change during your teenage years. Lots of strange things happen to you during puberty. For some people, it's a very strange period of time. There was no joke intended there, trust me. Luan KTM says, I am from Vietnam and I'm listening to English and is listening to English and repeating effective? Yes, it is. I would always advise that you should always try, whenever you can, to repeat the things you hear or maybe read things out. So if you are reading a book or maybe an essay, read it not just once, but read it again and again and again. Never be afraid to repeat yourself if you are learning something. So if you learn something, anything in fact, if you are learning anything, it is always good to repeat. So never be afraid of that. If you have to repeat something twice or maybe 1,000 times, if it works, do it. That's what I say. We use the word veranda in our language just a little bit because it becomes veranda in our language, which means the front side of the house. Oh, I see. The terrace. So the front of the house is often called a terrace. But apparently in Indonesia it is called a beranda. Beranda. Helena asks, are you going to Leon? Am I going to Leon? No, it isn't France. We went to Paris 2 weeks ago. Mr. Steve and myself, we were in Paris, and I did a live stream. Can you believe it? I also did a live stream from Paris. Did you see it? Almost 3 hours I was standing on a Paris street corner doing a live stream. 3 hours. Can you believe it? No, so I'm not going to Lyon and I'm not going to France. It is somewhere in Europe. Ah, see? I've given you a clue now. So in around about 4 weeks, or is it 5 weeks? Maybe 5 weeks, we will be going to another country. But where will it be? Mr. Duncan, you speak very nicely and cheerfully. Thank you very much. I want to listen to your lessons all day, but I have no time. Well, you know what life can be like sometimes. Life can be very hectic. There is always something to do. Especially here. Yesterday I spent the whole day washing clothes, tidying the house, preparing my studio for our special guest who is coming to stay from tomorrow. Mr. Duncan, what temperature do you have there today? At the moment it's about 20, 21, maybe 22 degrees. 22 Celsius, for those who like to use the new measurement. So yes, today it is 22 degrees, so it's quite pleasant. Very pleasant, in fact. Usually I've got a lot of questions concerning English, but each time I come here, I forget everything. It must be the excitement. I think that's the reason why. Maybe you are getting very excited. Hello, Mr. Duncan. What a lovely day in the UK. Christina! Hello, Christina. Nice to see you here as well. Are you going to Spain? Asks Lolly. Ah, very interesting. A very interesting question. No. It isn't Spain. Karina Van T. Slot. Your name is just like mine. Oh, I see. Oh, yes, it is. I see. T.S. Asri Karina and also Karina Van T. Ah, yes. The names are very similar. What a coincidence. I don't know about you, but I love coincidences. I love it when two things happen at the same time and they seem to be connected in some way. We call that a coincidence. Have you ever had a coincidence? Have you ever come across a situation where two things occur at the same time and they seem to be connected in some way? We call that coincidence. Another thing I've noticed over the past few days is that the flies have all come out. There are flies everywhere. Alonso says, in Germany, Russia and many other countries, people use more and more English vocabulary instead of their native language. Is there some language in English people mix up with their native one? I don't think so. So do you mean people from abroad who have come to live here? And then they speak English as a second language, but they live here in England. Is that what you mean? So, yes, I think, well, English has become a very popular language. Certainly in Asian countries, over the past 10 years, in Asia, English has really taken off. Especially Vietnam. People in Vietnam are hungry. They are hungry for English. I might have to get some more water in a minute. I'm very thirsty. What about your next holiday, Mr. Duncan? Did you plan it? Yes, we are going away in about 5 weeks from now. But I'm not telling you where. So this is the second of the 2 trips that Mr. Steve won from his company. So we're not going to pay for these things. We're getting it all for free. Can you believe it? We actually spent 5 days at a very nice hotel and we didn't pay for any of it. It's incredible. Pete or Pit Brawl, hello to you. What a lovely afternoon. What a beautiful garden. Thank you very much. It's quite nice here today. I'm waiting for the birds to come. Come on, birds, don't be shy. Come on down, look. I have all this lovely food for you. I can't believe it. The birds are very shy today. Maloka says, I told you before that I started watching you when I was 8 and now I'm 17. I owe it all to you because you taught me everything I know. Thanks. I'm really, really grateful to hear your response or any feedback. So if you have been learning from my lessons, thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Very kind. I might get some more water in a moment because I've almost finished my water. Look, there's only a little bit left. Anna Rita, my son, is with his daughter and they will fly to Treviso near Venice and will tour around. Yes, Venice. Now there is a place that I've always wanted to go to. I've always wanted to go to Venice. It looks like a very beautiful place. Very romantic as well. Rahil says, I love you so much. Thank you very much. That's very kind. I'm glad that you are enjoying my lessons. I know that my style isn't for everyone. There are some people who turn my lessons on. They start to watch them and then they say, oh, I don't like this man. Oh no, he's too happy. Oh no, I can't listen to someone who's happy. Oh no, I'm going to watch something else. So not everyone likes my videos, but that's okay as long as someone does. Thank you very much to David. Hello, David. Is Mr. Steve the breadwinner, Mr. Duncan? Well, he might be the main breadwinner. Yes, I think that would be fair to say. So Mr. Steve has a job that keeps him very busy. Last year, he worked incredibly hard. And yes, as a reward, his company have given him 2 holidays. And I can go on holiday with him as well. Isn't that nice? Are you going to Greece? Asks Helena. No, it isn't Greece. We are not going to Greece. By the way, even if you get it right, I'm not going to say. But it isn't Greece. Definitely. I'm very sorry about my spelling mistakes. Don't worry, Palmyra. It's fine. Don't worry. It's okay. You don't have to apologise. There's no need to say sorry. Your hat is very nice. Thank you, Rahil. This is my Super Sun hat that I bought many years ago when I was in Turkey. And it's very good because it keeps the sun off my neck, so I don't get sunburnt and turn into a wrinkly old prune. Thanks for your live stream. I loved the last one. It was very interesting. I consider you and Mr. Steve as my friends. I love meeting you. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. Normally we are here every Sunday from 2 p.m. UK time. Next Sunday we're not here because we have a special guest staying at the moment. Blue Thunder is talking to Tias. Oh, I didn't see you before here on the live chat. Really? Mr. Duncan's approach to teaching goes perfectly with our time, where a classroom is no longer a building, it is a cyber classroom. I like that. So everybody can be a part of it. Yes, I agree with you. That's one of the reasons why I love doing this. In fact, that's the reason why I started making my YouTube lessons in 2006. So I've been doing it since then. And that's the reason why, because I wanted to use this modern technology to help you improve your English wherever you are in the world. Mistakes can be very useful. I agree. we can learn from our mistakes, and of course we can learn from other people's mistakes as well. I think so. My name is Federica, and I'm watching from Tuscany, which is Massa Carrara. I hope I pronounced that right. Mr. Duncan, what were you drinking? This was water, and now it's all gone. It isn't vodka, it isn't alcohol, it's lovely, refreshing water. We are having a super duper big dinner now, and my aunt is getting married. Very good. So your aunt is getting married. Very nice. Curso says, Mr. Duncan, you are the best. Thank you very much for that. I'm going to get some more water, so please bear with me. So I will be back in a moment. I'm just going to get some water, and then I will return. Don't go away. It's a beautiful day today. Okay, I'm back now. I've got a glass of water and also a biscuit because I'm feeling a little peckish. I haven't eaten anything today. Can you believe it? I've eaten nothing. So this is the first thing that I've eaten today. Some lovely messages. I love the sound of the birds singing. Your garden is beautiful. Thanks for that. Curso Climb asks, where were you? I went to get a drink. I was feeling thirsty because it's very hot here. I'm standing in the sun. Lovely house with a nice garden. Thank you very much for that. The only problem is it takes a lot of work to keep all of this tidy and clean. It's a full-time job. Is this biscuit called a digestive? No. This particular biscuit is actually a certain type of root. It's called arrowroot. And these biscuits are made from the arrowroot. So these biscuits are called arrowroot biscuits. Tias, do you know, sir, it will be super busy for UK football teams because the UK's team dominated the final of the prestigious European League and Championships League. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really follow football that much, but I know that there are lots of things taking place over the next few weeks, and there are many UK football teams taking part. You have a beautiful garden yard. Thank you, Kurso. Where are the flowers? Well, there aren't many flowers here because the plants that you can see behind me are actually roses. So at the moment, at this time of year, the roses do not have any flowers. But in other parts of the garden, there are flowers. There are many lovely, colourful flowers. And lots of trees. They say that drinking water is good for you. Yes, I agree. Especially when the weather is hot. Where is Mr. Steve? Mr. Steve at the moment is out there somewhere in the world. He's out and about working hard. Whilst I stand here eating biscuits and drinking water. And talking to you as well. Is there any difference between cookies and biscuits? The only difference is that the word cookie is used in American English and biscuits is used in British English. The weather is crazy. It could be summer there. It feels like a beautiful summer's day. Although having said that, I suppose technically it is summer. I think summer has already arrived. So yes, it feels great today. I'm having a super day. And I hope you are as well. I will give you about another 13 minutes and then I will go. Mr. Duncan, you are a funny teacher. Which type of funny do you mean? There are many different types of funny. You can be funny, or funny, funny weird. Please give me some cookies. I only have one, and I've eaten that one. No, I am not drinking vodka. For those who are saying that I am, I'm not. My plans to go abroad are always in the air. Oh, that's a very good idiom. If something is in the air, we can say that it's something that is on hold or something that you haven't got around to doing. So yes, I like that. That's good. Something in the air. It's in the air. It's in the air at the moment. It means I haven't done it. I'm planning to do it, but it hasn't happened yet. It is in the air. Good. I love your pronunciation. Thank you, Curso. Oh, I see. Curso says, no, Mr. Duncan, it is good funny. Good funny. I'm very pleased to hear that. I think a bird just landed behind my head then. Did you see the bird? A little bird came down. Mr. Duncan, do you grow any vegetables in your garden? No, we don't grow vegetables. Everything else, but we don't grow vegetables. Bubakar says hello from Catalonia. Hello to you as well. Nice to see you here on the live stream. It's an unusual live stream because I'm outside. Also, it's Wednesday because normally I'm not here on Wednesday. And my studio is all packed away because now I'm preparing to have a special guest staying here for the week. Greetings from Chile. My students are learning with your lessons. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Alexandro Cortez. Thank you very much. That's lovely. I'm always very happy to hear that my work is being used by not only people at home, but also in the classroom as well. It's great. You help us to learn English in a comfortable way. You help us very much to learn English in a comfortable way. T.S. says, I want to tell you something funny. Here people try to make the UK fish and chips, but they make it from fish and crisps. Oh. No, you don't use crisps. You use potatoes. You cut them into large pieces and then you fry them. So, no, crisps are something different. So crisps are pieces of potato, but they are cut very thinly. So they are very thin. Chips are normally chunky. Why don't you grow vegetables? Maybe I'm a little lazy. I know Mr. Steve would like to grow vegetables after he's retired. So Mr. Steve already is planning what he's going to do during his retirement. And one of the things he wants to do is grow vegetables in the garden. I took an English course before, and that's how I knew you, as the whole course depended on you. Perhaps my teacher is watching you right now. Well, if your teacher is watching right now, Maloka, you can actually say thank you to whoever the teacher is. Hello from Japan. Have you ever been to Japan? Ni Ark. I have always been fascinated by Japan since I was a child. And the reason why, I'm sorry if this is a boring story, but I will tell you. When I was little, my father used to help to run a hotel, and we used to stay there a lot. And there was a chef at the hotel called Kai, and that was his name. And he was Japanese, very young Japanese guy. And I was always fascinated by him because he always had these wonderful stories to tell about his life in Japan. So he was actually Japanese, and he was from Japan. So he'd come to the UK to work. So, yes, I was always kind of intrigued by Japan and also Japanese people, because when I was a child, I actually met someone from Japan. And that's the reason why. Yes, it's interesting how things that happen during your childhood stay in your mind and that they almost become part of your character. Mr. Duncan, you have a fun shirt. You always like to use bright colours. It makes our mood better. Thank you, Karina. That's very kind of you. I'm just looking at the time. You can see the time now. It is coming up to 5 minutes to 2 o'clock. I hope my teacher is watching. My teacher, if she does, hey, I'm Malak. If you still remember me, who knows? Who knows? There might be a very happy coincidence taking place there. Who knows? Rahil, in Algeria, the hour now is 1:52. Yes, it's here as well. So that's interesting. So we also have the same time. So the time here in the UK is also the same time in Algeria. That's interesting. Mr. Duncan, Christina writes, I think life in Much Wenlock is like living in a paradise, a place where you can meditate and write. Why don't you write a book about your Chinese experience? I used to have a blog during my time in China. When I was living in China, I used to write a blog, and it was called Mr. Duncan's Chinese Takeaway. And it became very popular. In fact, I was nominated. Can you believe it? I was actually nominated many years ago for an award. I'm not joking. For my Chinese blog. So, very interesting. But sadly, the site was taken down and everything disappeared from the internet. However, I did have a chance to back up all of the blogs. So I actually still have the blogs on my computer in text form. The time here in Egypt is 3:52 8:55. Oh, I see. So you are a little ahead of us. Mr. Duncan, you make me always hungry when you nibble on your food. Yes, and that's because I'm hungry. I'm feeling hungry at the moment because I've had nothing to eat so far. I've been so busy preparing for my special guest arriving tomorrow and also preparing this live stream as well. So far, my day has been very busy indeed. In Vietnam, it is now almost 8 o'clock at night. So I hope you have a nice evening there in Vietnam. Where is Mr. Steve? A lot of people asking about Mr. Steve. Steve is not here at the moment. He's out there somewhere in the world working, driving around, getting angry at other motorists. So that's where Mr. Steve is at the moment. He isn't here, unfortunately. I always make people hungry on the live chat, apparently. I'm not always eating, am I? Am I always eating on the live stream? I don't think so. Just now and again, sometimes I eat on the live stream. Sometimes. Hello, dear. From JC Geordie, Mr. Duncan, you're the best in English. Thank you so much for your kindness. Hopefully I could be your guest for sightseeing when you come to Brazil. Thank you very much, JC Geordie. Who knows? Who knows? As I always like to say, the world is your oyster. Is much Wenlock in the south of England? No, it isn't. It's actually in the centre. It's near the middle of England. Very close to Wales. So not very far away from Wales, in fact. In Brazil, it's nearly 10 o'clock at night. Oh, no, sorry, 10 o'clock in the morning in Brazil, of course. Because in Brazil, you are behind UK time. Which is the most amazing trip that you've enjoyed? So which is the trip you've enjoyed the most? Thank you, Javier. I suppose, wow, it's very hard to choose a favourite because they've all had something special to offer. I enjoyed my time in Turkey. I went to Turkey twice. I did enjoy that. Also, I lived in China for over 4 years, working as an English teacher. So, yes. But everywhere I've been, there has always been something that I've taken away, something special, a moment of time, something that I always remember. So I have been to quite a few countries around the world. It looks as if the weather is so lovely in England. When I used to live in London, it was always cloudy. Oh yes. Well, it can, you see. It can. Sometimes the weather in England can be very miserable. It's true. But today, it isn't. I am from Vietnam, says Viti Halung. Nice to see you there. What is the name of this village? Do you mean where I live? The place I live in is called Much Wenlock. And it's very popular with tourists. A lot of tourists come here every year to visit and have a look around. Is this your house? Oh, I see, here. Yes, this is where I live. I'm in my garden at the moment, feeding the birds. You might be able to hear a blackbird. There are many blackbirds at the moment. A lot of them have built nests in the garden and they're all feeding their chicks. Mr. Duncan, please tell me about the pronunciation of devour. Devour. Is it used a lot in conversation? Blessings from Pakistan. Well, Asma, The word devour means to eat something in a very hungry way. You devour something, you eat it. So quite often we will use it in nature when we're talking about animals in the wild. So maybe the tiger will devour the deer. Devour. So it means to eat something. What is that sound? I think my neighbour is actually cutting his grass. So just behind there, I think my neighbour is actually cutting his grass. So that might be the sound you can hear. Does your neighbour ever watch your YouTube channel? No, I don't think so. Very few people who I know watch my YouTube channel. Mr. Duncan, are you an extrovert or are you a shy person in everyday life? In everyday life, I can be very shy, especially if I'm with people I don't know. So if Mr. Steve takes me to a party or to one of his work conferences and I don't know anyone there, quite often I will feel very uncomfortable and quite shy. So sometimes, yes, I can be quite introvert or introverted. Which part of the world would you like to visit? Do you have a dream to realise? There are many places I would like to go to. In fact, more than I could list here. Have you ever been to Morocco? No, I haven't. Do you like birds? What kind of birds do you like? Oh, I love birds so much. I love all the birds. At the moment, at the front of my house, there is a small nest, and the nest belongs to a pair of long-tailed tits. They are beautiful birds, and at the moment they have built a little nest that they are living inside, and I have a feeling there might be some eggs being laid in there soon. So that's what I think anyway. So there is a lovely little nest just outside my studio window. It's true, yes. Although they are quite shy, just like me sometimes. Extrovert is the opposite of shy. Yes, the opposite of shy is extrovert. So a person can be shy or introvert, or they can be outgoing and extrovert. There is a proverb about birds of a feather flock together. People that with similar interests or similar characteristics tend to stick together. That's true. Sometimes it is used in a positive way, sometimes it is used in a negative way. Yes, I love birds so much, and that's the reason why I have my bird feeder in the garden, so the birds can all come, they can visit. And look, there is even some water as well. There is some water in the garden, so the birds can have a little drink. And sometimes they like to have a little bath as well. I have enjoyed this morning. Thank you, Curso. I hope you have. I am going in a moment. I did start slightly late, so I will stay here for a few more minutes. Are you stopping the lessons? Am I stopping the live lessons? No. I will be back not next Sunday, but the Sunday after. But don't forget, next Sunday there will be a new full English lesson. A new lesson, yes, finally. A lot of people have been asking, Mr. Duncan, can you please make some more full English lessons? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some more full English lessons, and the first new one will be with you on Sunday. Maloka is going. Bye, Maloka. Bye. Mr. Duncan, how often do you do this live lesson? Normally, I am here every Sunday. 2 p.m. UK time. But not next Sunday, because I'm not here. But the Sunday after, yes, Yes, I will be here. I can see your reflection from your window behind you. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. I didn't realise that. Can you see me? Can you see my reflection? Very strange. That place is amazing where you live. There are lots of trees, birds and farm animals. Can we see around shortly? Well, not at the moment, no, because I can't move my camera because everything is set up and it's all locked in place. So unfortunately, I can't move the camera at the moment. Sorry about that. Thank you, Mr. Duncan, and see you for this lesson next Sunday. Yes, next Sunday. I will say it one more time. There is a new live, not live, even I'm getting confused now. There is a new full English lesson, and then the following Sunday, I will be back with my normal live streams. Whew. I'm getting dizzy for two reasons. One, I have so much to do, so many things to take care of. And the second thing is I'm boiling hot. Do any bats or mice eat your birds? No, not bats, not mice, but there are some predators that fly over my house sometimes. Buzzards. We have a lot of buzzards around here. Also sparrowhawks as well. Palmyra. Oh, we have Sunday off. Yes, there is no live stream on Sunday, but there will be a new full English lesson. I once found the nest of a woodpecker in the trunk of a cherry tree where I work. Oh, is that recent? Wow. I'm a little envious of that. How nice. My goodness. Try and take some photographs if you can. If you can get close, but not too close, you can try and take some pictures if you want. So thank you, Mika, for that. Nice to see you here as well. I'm going now because my legs are literally burning. The top half of my body is in the shade, but the bottom half of my body is in the sunshine. And my legs are on fire. Thank you very much for your company today. I am going now. So Sunday it will be the live stream and a new full English lesson. That's it. On Sunday, no live stream, but there will be a new full English lesson. And then the week after, the following week, we are back to normal. Great lessons and a great idea with new full English lessons. Thank you, Helena. I am going now. I will put my sunglasses back on. Ah, yes. That's better. And I will see you when I see you, which will be in a few days' time. So, all I have to do now is say thanks for watching me live in the garden. And yes, the birds are everywhere except on my bird feeder, which is rather disappointing. And of course, you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. Until the next time we meet here on YouTube Live. Ta-ta for now.